Apple's worldwide developers conference that happened late night for us here in India, where the tech giant not just launched a 15-inch MacBook Air, I think the trendsetter, the highlight of the event, Krishna, was Apple's revolutionary AR headset, Vision Pro. It seems like Apple is finally playing some catch up with the development in the AR VR space, especially with Snapchat already taking the lead. But Vision Pro there, not just very extremely expensive device, but also going to be the hottest trendsetter at least this quarter.
Well, it's not about this quarter. Believe me, it's going to hit stores in 2024. First of all, yes, it's going to be debated about a lot in this quarter what it's going to do. And for once, you have such a positive response to a brand new Apple product, although it's not the first one to make the product in that space. People have, generally the reactions have been positive, even from non-Apple fans. Yes, the costs is being made fun of, but that's to do with nearly everything that Apple launches. When Apple launched its big, headsets, Apple Pro Max, that was 60,000 rupees in Indian money. So let's forget the cost for a bit. But what is the potential over here for Apple to do is that take this product and make it mainstream. Take it away from the tech geeks and the people who understand VR and AR and just turn around and say, you don't need a tablet, you don't need a computer, you don't need a phone, you need only this. Because with this, you can sit where you are, take an app, play with the app, watch a movie, play a game, travel somewhere, and then come back and continue life as it is. So I think Apple might have just arrived at its completely all-encompassing, all-in-one device of the future.
Okay.
Today, $3,499 is a huge sum of money for a toy. But let's remember, Shweta, once upon a time, the tablet was considered a toy. Like, the tablet was not a necessity. They kept asking, why do you need a tablet? Why do you need two sizes of tablets, mini tablet, big tablet? Now everybody wants a tablet in a size and in a dimension that they want. Now tablet has become a necessity.
Right.
Today, once upon a time, even the phone was not a necessity. A phone that plays music was not a necessity. A phone that takes videos was not a necessity. But today, all of them are. So I suspect, yes, Apple is not the first mover. Apple was not the first mover even when it comes to a touch phone. The iPhone was not the first touch phone that there ever was. It wasn't the first, in the world. So similarly, this VR and AR headset from Apple, which is not the first in the space, probably the latest entrant, the last entrant possibly into the space, whereas everybody is part of it already, it could yet turn the tide for VR and AR and make it mainstream, make it accessible, make it something that is meant for people who are not tech geeks, Shweta.
All right, and that with that, I think Apple concludes its grand vision for what's to come in the AR VR space. Extremely expensive, not just a toy, Amit. A toy doesn't cost you an upward of 3 lakh rupees.
It has gone years and years into the making and development. The good thing about this is there were similar devices. It does not put the user into a retreat of isolation. You can see the eyes of the user while he is using it. He does not have to act like a blind man to walk around his house. He can do all of that while using this. The downside is, if I may, that while this market capitalization of Apple came in the breathing distances of 3 trillion, after the announcement yesterday, their stocks fell in Wall Street. So that is they may rise up again. But the anticipation is probably the price is too high. That is why they're expecting that the sales may not be that much. But that is the downside. But it is a path-breaking device, no question.
Absolutely. Path-breaking device there coming from Apple's kitty for all the AR, VR lovers. Extremely expensive, upward of some 3 lakh rupees if we are to convert that into rupee. But a grand mega launch by Apple finally in the AR, VR space, as Krishna pointed out. Apple may not be the trendsetter in this space, but once Apple puts out a device in the public arena, it is likely to capture imagination of all people who get their hands on it. We will, of course, keep tracking all those details right here on News9. Thanks very much for watching.